from Knott's. But so that brings us to the end of our first 2 years, or the first year anyways. In the second year, wanting another step towards a fully realized video game, one of the major components was the weapon system. We wanted it to be more of a gaming feel. So we brought out the Battle Rifle Pro, which had a lot of really cool features, being a health meter, so the zombies, when they're biting you, you're losing health, the rumble pack, the live scoring LCD display, and what's really cool about this technology, as cool as the gun is, it's more about what the zombies are wearing, the headbands. And, oh, we have that too, okay.
I know, I think I have
This
new gun.
This headband did not exist when we approached this company to do this. This is something that our team and their team worked very closely on so that our zombies didn't have to have a giant computer strapped to their chest anymore. It was just a wireless headband with a series of sensors and emitters. And the sensors are receiving signals that they're being shot, and then the emitters would burst that signal back out, back to the rifle, so they knew that this rifle is the one that got the score, but also gave the zombies the ability to bite, and therefore giving you guys a sense of urgency when your gun would stop working. It's because you had a zombie too close and your friend would have to bail you out. But even though we have all the technology, we have the sets, we have everything ready to go, there is no zombie apocalypse without one little ingredient being zombies. That's correct. And because of the big push in the media right now, everybody knows the zombie apocalypse is made up of hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies. So what did we do?
We had to bring in the largest cast in Knott's Scary Farm history. And it's pretty awesome because what you see there is only half the cast. And we were able to bring in almost, 150 talented actors throughout the run, and maybe even equally more than that for those that have come in and provided assistance. But we've had the pleasure and the honor with enlisting the real superheroes in our lives. I think, we were able to enlist active and inactive military service members from all the branches, military branches. We were also able to enlist the help of local law enforcement within our squad leader ranks, our cherished haunt veterans, as well as some of our raw and hungry new talent that helped lend their talents over to Infected. Pretty incredible.
And that brings us to the end of our second year, where once again we find ourselves, it's supposed to be Christmas time, but we're still thinking zombie apocalypse, of course. What do we do next? Where do we go from here? What can we do to further the process of a fully realized video game? And for that, our answer is Black Ops Infected. I need to stand up for this one. This is exciting. So, what we have done is we have taken the Infected experience out of Camp Snoopy and brought it backstage.
Woo!
Yeah.
Why do you ask? There's a couple major reasons. Number one, you get your precious Camp Snoopy back. And you can learn more about that at our media event coming up that we have at Knott.
So stay tuned.
But by bringing it backstage, we have a blank canvas. We can format this attraction however we'd like. And we were able to do so in a manner that will effectively eliminate the ticketing system. And therefore, we have adopted a more standard queue line, like you'd find at any haunted attraction at Knott's Berry Farm. So no more reservation, you don't have to run anymore. You come get in line anytime you like, and we will bring you to the The second big part about this is we don't have to worry about Camp Snoopy anymore. We can do whatever we want, the sky's the limit. So what we decided to do is build
Say it, let them know.
an entire city backstage. So you guys are gonna be running down the city streets and into the buildings.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the great things that we heard, and we listened to our guests in terms of what they really took and enjoyed out of special ops infected was the actual engagement, the engagement you have with the zombies. One of the things that we had, which was awesome at Camp Snoopy, was the fact that it ranged from your game style or your firefights ranged from mid-range to long-range combat. But what the guests really enjoyed were those small moments throughout Special Ops Infected where you're in a tight room, a little bit up and close and personal with our zombies. So in Black Ops Infected, in our new city, in Calico City, it's now been switched over and turned upside down to where your firefights will not only range in both long-range combat, but mostly tight skirmishes like close-quarter combat and mid-range combat.
And one thing we really like to try and include from the beginning were interactive targets, which we have this one from year one. That's our brilliant effects team backstage that is coming up with this crazy stuff. But we really enjoyed these different animatronic effects or video effects, and that's one thing we are really improving upon. We want to bring the environment to life. So if you're shooting at a zombie and you miss, but you hit the light behind him, that light's going to wig out. Or you're going to shoot this guy off the container and he's going to fly backwards. So we're really trying to bring the whole Calico City to life. And what is a video game without the big boss at the end? So, we're introducing, there it is, a big boss at the end of this phase. So, like any boss in any video game, you need to find him because he's worth 10 times the point of any zombie. And we have also gotten away with the 3 shots count as 1 shot. We want you guys coming out with your scores like 200-300 zombie headshots. So 1 shot will be equal 1 point for this system. And that's bringing us to the end of our little sneak peek into the new Infected. We are truly excited to be bringing this event and further bring it along and push it into the future, continuing to keep pushing the boundaries of innovation with this attraction as well as many other attractions that you're going to be finding this year at Knott's.
Absolutely, and one of the things that we're extremely excited about is the idea of pushing the boundaries. I know it was a huge undertaking to get to this point, but we're not afraid to make mistakes. I think I think the whole goal that we had was to learn from our mistakes. You know, we heard a ton of feedback about what would we do if we were able to actually be in a zombie apocalypse, and we're able to take those ideas, instill our ideas, and all the things that we grew up loving, and not be afraid to make mistakes and take a chance with this whole entire idea of the zombie apocalypse at Knott's Scary Farm.
Yeah, and to touch upon that, for this attraction, to me, just means having a good time. We have tons of things at Knott's that are meant to just scare the daylights out of you, but this one particularly, we want you to go through with your friends and come out with a smile on your face. You just blasted away a ton of zombies and you had a great time doing it. And that's, I think, is the end goal. It goes back to our roots of playing video games with our brothers and our friends. It's all the end goal of just having a good time and blasting away a bunch of zombies while doing that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we hope that you guys all visit us at this season, and we hope we can deliver that brand promise. And making sure that if we can imagine it, we imagine it as kids. Then it's here. It's here at Knott's Scary Farm. We're going to bring it to you the 2016 season, folks.
I don't know how much time we have left, but we're now going to open it up to a focused Q&A segment where we're going to be taking questions of whether it's the new Infected or old Infected, the history of Knott's Scary Farm. We also announced the all-new key rooms, as well as a couple of mazes. So if it's something we have announced, we can talk about it. So for any good questions we're going to be giving away, we have stickers for Infected as well as park tickets to Knott's Berry Farm. And the best question will walk away with the last ever 2014 Frankenstein gun. Yes?